Hello, ladies. I am so excited to be bringing to you your weekly motivational minute. It's going to be a little bit more than a minute, but we're reading The Miracle Morning, and oh my gosh, I'm loving it. And I've been going back and forth with some of you. You're sending me text messages when you're waking up. You're sending text messages when you complete The Miracle Morning. And I will tell you, I'm not being proactive reaching out to all of you. You're just being proactive and reaching out to me and letting me know when you complete your Miracle Morning. And I think that's amazing. So, as we go along our Miracle Morning journey, obviously, if you find that, hey, I need to text somebody when I wake up because I'm not waking up when I said I'm going to wake up, you know what? Just do it. If you tell yourself you're waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning, 5:30, 6, whatever time it is, and you are struggling with that, then that does mean you need an accountability partner where you say, I'm going to wake up at this time, and once I wake up, I'm going to text you, or I'm going to message you, or whatever it is to alert you that I am up. And if you find that, you know what, you're not having any problems waking up, but you sure are having problems doing consistently your Miracle Morning life-saving activities, then that might be when you say, hey, listen, I'm going to text you when I complete my Miracle Morning. And remember, progress is our expectation, not perfection. You're not going to be getting up at the crack of dawn every morning and doing everything you're supposed to be doing perfectly. If what you're doing is getting up at a certain time or going to bed at a certain time, or, doing one of the 6 where before you weren't doing anything at all, that is progress. And that's the goal. Progress is the goal. Always remember that 95% of the people are not even trying to get better. They're not even trying to live their life with intention or purpose. And the fact that you are, the fact that we all are, means that we truly are in the top 5%. And 50% of the 5% give up. So we're not giving up. That means you literally are in the top 2.5% of the population with living your life with purpose, on purpose. And that is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And it really takes your satisfaction and your fulfillment to a complete different level. And it puts you in a great state of mind, and you've got wonderful, amazing energy and all these great things that you want that are righteous and that are worthy and that you so deserve become yours. So before we get into the Miracle Morning, just want to touch base on a couple things. Obviously, this week is the week that we have our Mastermind accountability meeting, and it will be Wednesday at 10 a.m. at Dr. Lee's. Dr. Lee's wife, Rosemary, who is such an incredible person, she may be there. She does want to start coming into some of our meetings. And the reason why she's been so inspired to do that is because she comes to the Christmas party every year, and really for the last 2 or 3 years. And she's been to the Beauty, Brains, and Business event, and she loves all of us. That's a big testament to each and every one of us. Hopefully you are looking at this binder and you are opening up this binder on a daily basis, and you're reading your vision statement, and you're making notations on the vision statement that you need to change, and you're writing in about your goals and your dreams and your affirmations, and you're just having a fabulous time doing it. If you haven't started getting into a consistent routine of opening up this binder, listen, if you have it on your desk, I'm proud of you. So now go one step further and open that baby up and start working on it. It can be a part of your Miracle Morning routine, and you can do the tracking and really grow by leaps and bounds. So very excited about that. I want to touch base on a few of the amazing points here in the Miracle Morning that I know we all have heard, we all know, we've all read, we've all experienced, we've all attempted, but it is a beautiful book And it's just so simply written. So, and I don't even know the specific chapter this is in, but it's chapter, I don't even know which one it is, but it's it's page 71, 5 simple steps to create your own affirmations. So step 1 is knowing what you really want. And as we have talked about over and over and over and over again, that clarity of knowing exactly what you want takes you from where you are right now. This is from Diane Castle, so thank you, Diane Castle. Takes you from where you are right now to where you want to go extremely, extremely fast. When you are so clear knowing what you really want. So make sure as you're going through things that what you are working towards is what you really want. Now remember, we touched base on this, I think, last week. If you say you want something and you're very specific what it is, and you're not achieving it, there's some disconnect somewhere that you just need to identify. Maybe it's not what you really want. Maybe you don't believe you're worthy for that. Maybe there's some blockage somewhere, and start to identify that, because listen, for things to change, we have to change. For our situation to get better, we have to get better. So us improving and changing always precedes any type of growth. We grow first, then our circumstances begin to change. So just start to look at that if you're very clear and specific with what it is you want. So step 1 is knowing what you really want. Step 2 is understanding and knowing why you want it. And one of the things that for myself personally, and I don't even really remember when I came to this understanding, but I'm a very independent person. Being a very independent person, especially an independent female, it's difficult, believe it or not, for men to be around independent women because they're not used to it. A lot of women are dependent, they're weaker, they like to be taken care of, and I am just not that type of a female, and I never have been. I will never be that type of a female, and sometimes I would have conflicting desires. I would want something, but that wasn't really what I wanted. What I've always wanted is the independence. And I'm never going to stop wanting that independence. That's what I think is amazing, is for a long time, and I can't even remember what it was that I wanted, but it was contradictory to who I am as a person. It wasn't congruent. And when you're looking at those specifics that you want, you have to say, do I really want that? Does it align with who I am? Is it congruent? Because sometimes we do want things that are just not aligned, and so it never happens. And then you start and you realize, man, God knew what he was doing, not letting that happen to me, or not giving me that, because if I got it, I wouldn't have liked it. But when you're in, I'll say, less mature in your journey and in your growth and development, it is confusing because a lot of times you do want something that's not in alignment. It's just saying this. Step 3, whom you are committed to being to create it. We have to realize that certain things that we want, you have to be committed to creating that. And if you don't have that commitment level, the likelihood of you being able to achieve it is slim to none. And as Camille says, and Slim just left town. Step 4, what you're committed to doing to attain it. We have to realize that to be successful and to live your life in a certain way takes tremendous energy, effort, a positive attitude, never giving up, being able to really understand that you are the sum of the 5 people that you associate with the most. And so you have to get really determined to associating with like-minded people. And especially when you're nice and you're sweet and you're a wonderful, great person, sometimes you can find yourself being around other people that you're constantly pouring into, but they're not pouring into you, not because they're not great people or sweet or nice, but because what they have to offer or what they have to pour into you, you don't need that. And again, that doesn't mean you don't have them in your life, but being really committed to knowing what you need to do to attain your goals. You got to make sure that you are associating with the people that you want your life to be like. Step number 5, add inspirational quotes and philosophies, and always understanding that what our life becomes about is what we think about. So what we think about is what we bring about. Now I'm going to jump forward to chapter 9, from unbearable to unstoppable. Jim Rohn said, motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going. And of all the things that we do in the mastermind, that is probably one of the biggest benefits, is what we're doing is we're creating successful habits. And reading is one of those successful habits, growing, personal development, purpose, goals, vision, doing all of the daily activities, the lifesaver activities. It's all about habit, which is our first rule, our in the greatest salesman of the world. So it says, it's been said that our quality of life is created by the quality of our habits. If a person is living a successful life, then that person simply has the habits in place that are creating and sustaining their levels of success. On the other hand, if someone is not experiencing the levels of success they want, no matter what the area, they simply haven't committed to putting the necessary habits in place which will create the results they want. Habits are behaviors that are repeated regularly and tend to occur subconsciously. And I'm really going to end on that. While there's so much more greatness in this book, I'm going to end on that because as I was finishing up the coaching call with Christy, and we've had such phenomenal coaching calls this month. I only think I have a couple more to do. If for some reason you haven't scheduled yours yet, get with me. Obviously, we still have time. We're going to make it happen no matter what. But as I was finishing up and I was getting ready to continue doing more work that I've got to do to prepare for a meeting that I have later tomorrow afternoon, I looked down at my book, The Miracle Morning, and I said, I've got to do my video. I've got to get the video out because our habits are our life. And I just want to make sure that each and every one of you know that you matter to me. You matter to your friends. You matter to your family. You matter to us. You most importantly matter to our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, to God the Father. And you are a beautiful person inside and out. You weren't sent here to just exist. You were sent here to create. You weren't sent here to be sad. You were sent here to make a difference. And really understanding that true fulfillment really is creating and being useful. It's making other people's lives better. It's leaving a legacy. It's not just about what you can do You know, what can you buy for yourself, and what kind of vacations can you go on? All that stuff is great to reward yourself with. But the true purpose of life is really, how can you bless other people's lives in the impact that you can make on this world? And we do that by us growing and then using our gifts and talents to bless other people. I love you all, ladies. Until we meet again, hopefully tomorrow, be big, be bold, and most importantly, be you. Bye-bye.